It's 413 miles to St. Louis. We got a full tank of gas, a full bag of Werther's Original. It's sunny, and I'm wearing sunglasses.
Hit it? I mean, that's the slowest hit it I've ever seen.
That was awful.
That was a gentle acceleration.
You're supposed to go hit it like Belushi did. Adam and I never attended a game in the XFL back in 2001. But when the league was revived in 2020, we ordered tickets, booked a hotel, and were all set to attend a Battlehawks game in St. Louis. That is, until COVID shut down the league and just about everything else in the country. Now it's 2023, and we hit the road to see the St. Louis Battlehawks play the Vegas Vipers in Week 8 of the XFL's regular season. It's 413 miles from Kalamazoo, Michigan to St. Louis, Missouri, with the drive taking about 6 hours. We stopped in Normal, Illinois to have lunch at a Buffalo Wild Wings. We discovered a framed football jersey hanging on the wall near our table that belonged to the Bloomington Edge, an indoor football team that played just a couple miles down the road from 2006 to 2018. Once the bill was paid, we cracked open a bag of Werther's Originals and got back on the road. A couple hours later, we arrived in St. Louis. It didn't take us long to get comfy in our hotel room. Then we found our way down to the hotel bar, where we ordered some steak dinners to close out our night. The next morning, we had a quick breakfast at the hotel and got dressed in our team apparel before heading over to the game. Luckily, the stadium was only a short walk from our hotel. We even stopped to have our picture taken in front of the stadium. Then we realized we weren't actually in front of the stadium.
Okay, now we found the right one.
We got into the stadium as soon as they opened the doors and explored the Dome at America's Center, the former home of the NFL's St. Louis Rams. We checked out the vendors and the different levels of the stadium before getting back to our seats in time for the team introductions.
St. Louis, are you ready? Your 2023 St. Louis.
35,167 fans packed the stadium, and the game was underway.
Neither team can leave the 30 or 35 until the ball is caught. Sweeting with the seam, trying to beat the kicker.
On the opening drive, the Vipers scored the first touchdown of the game, eventually going up 11-0 at one point. But the Battlehawks came back and got to within 3 points before halftime.
All right, Vegas is up 11-8 at halftime. How you feeling?
I'm sad for my team, happy for your team.
Well, made a couple dumb mistakes, but see how the second half goes.
Yeah. It's been a good time so far.
Yeah.
After a scoreless third quarter, our game experience went from a good time to a crazy time. The Vipers would eventually take a 17-8 lead, nearly crushing any chance of a Battlehawks comeback. But the rowdy St. Louis crowd would bear witness to a comeback that eventually resulted in the XFL's first ever overtime contest. Overtime rules in the XFL are different from college and the NFL. The Battlehawks scored two two-point conversions, while the Vipers just couldn't overcome replay and penalties, resulting in a Battlehawks victory.
All right, so my Vipers lost. What was the score? 21?
20-17.
21-17.
In overtime.
First overtime game. I think the worst insult I got was I eat chicken wings with a spoon until we walked out and somebody said F the Vipers in my face, but that's fine.
Hey, that stadium was as loud as I've ever heard any stadium, NFL, college, or whatever.
That was good.
And that last overtime,
Yep.
that was something else. The crowd was really into it. They love this team, and it shows.
Yep, so, yeah, I'd say good fan experience for the most part, other than getting screamed at the end. Other than that.
Vegas should have won.
Vegas, man.
They had their chances, and it's been like that all season for Vegas. Play well, just come up a little bit short, and this time they stretched it all the way to overtime before they finally lost. But
Well,
great
good game. Good
good
game.
experience.
Yeah.
After the game, we followed the crowd and went back to our hotel, where we settled in to watch more XFL football on TV. We got up early Sunday morning and prepared for our return trip home. But there were a couple of stops in 2 local cemeteries that we had to make before we could leave St. Louis. But that is a video for another day.